family here. Alright, my name is Bob. The microphone is on. Can you hear
I'll be
it?
the producer.
Okay, the microphone
Basically, what we're doing here
is on.
is
Microphone
a sound
is-
check. I want everyone to get inside the
Microphone is
room.
on.
We're doing
A sound check. Microphone is on. We're on track 2 now. Next we'll be switching to track 1. There's a couple sound effects that you should know about. I'm not even sure if the pitch control's working. Let's try that. I got a little bit of a cold. It's up to 60 seconds. I should stop. That's a cigarette wrapper, if anyone wanted to know. Cigarette wrapper, fast speed. Cigarette wrapper, slow speed. Okay, here's some 8 tracks. Some of the 8 tracks I don't use are the Moody Blues, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. I don't use America. Just simply plain America. America, Warner Brothers, 8 tracks stereo. Okay, I got a little bit more time here, so let's see here. I'm gonna snap into your ears right now. I'm gonna snap into your ears at normal speed. Okay, it's gonna go from track 1 to track 2, so get ready. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Okay, that's about it. Somebody else is gonna say down, down, down. So you say up above. Can you say it? Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. No, you say up above. Okay. What? You don't have a plug? What's the game now? Okay. Okay, over there, what is it? It's the attack of the opposites. Maybe. Right? Wait a minute, what's going on? Oh. Up from the ring? Ah, get out of here. Don't worry about that. Handle quality is just. You can't play the game. You just can't. You can't play the game. How do you play the game? Aren't you supposed to say when do we end? Say something. I mean, you're supposed to not say. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, I like that poem too. I made that yesterday.
I don't know. Get out of here. No. Can I play? At this particular moment, here comes the boss. Send the boss. The boss subtle and indecision is so complete and absolutely ridiculous. His wobbling past sucks everything. It really has a little wobble. No, it doesn't. Wow. I don't know how to play this. Anyway, to a completely subtle path to the sharpest, most refined point right off the edge of the stage. So you say, wait. Up.
up, 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 and somebody's gonna say somebody else is gonna say down, down, down. So you say up, up, up. Can you say it? Okay, that's pretty good. Okay.
Okay, now start it up.
What? You don't know how to play? Well, we're starting the game now. Up, up. Okay, over there, what is it? It's the attack of the opposites. Maybe. Aren't you supposed to say, when do we end? So complete and absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't. Edge of the stage. Get out of here. So you say. Polish bulge enlarges, it will no longer roll rubble. For delicate, unholdable, handable Claudius disappeared in Drinker's Partner. Run away, return. Exit the stage. Thank you very much. Want to buy some pencils? I love you. Goodbye. The upcoming act. Get ready for the upcoming act. Get ready for the next one. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.
The red cars go fast on Main Street.
Quick, answer the phone. Battery's dead already. Can't be phone. Call you back. Evil.
Brown gray. Brown gray. City villages.
What?
So when I'm making that slime, Terry Coast. Looking over past mass and plains and mills. Green, hello. Landing. Green, hello. Landing. Green, hello.
Friday nights don't you fall.
Green, hello. Landing. Green, hello. Landing. Green, hello.
Great job. Good job.
Make a lot of money though. Okay, we're out of time, I guess, today. Thanks a lot, girls.
Thanks.
About to do some poems. Okay, here they go. Hello. Down the street, they saw you sell eggs last night. My hand has corks tight. All around 20% turned into fairyland trees. Of water purchased from my supermarket grocery store. It talks to the right. And ham sandwiches. Spoken eggs. The action of living or once alive. Now this month. No, please no, start over. It's my boy. What are you talking about? Please, the ministry that appear, grass, scribbles, subscribe.
I'll just call you back. All right, I'll try to talk to you before now. When you get home, give Dad a call tonight. Bye.
To get, do you have any sharpeners? Like, we only have one sharpener.
Testing. Testing.
Right?
Testing.
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 Loud.
Testing.
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 Testing. Medium.
Alright, Howard.
Mother.
You got it. Hold on.
Adam.
I'm gonna turn up the echo. Keep on saying testing, okay?
Testling. 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 testing, pressing, dressing, testing, messing, blessing, bob, robe, scuba, tube, rhubarb, Barbie, meathead, carnival, ornate, oxymoron.
Okay, I'm back.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you were telling me you had a, Okay, so now you can tell us what...
Let me turn on the light just...
Okay.
I turned off the fan.
Okay.
Alright. Yep. Okay. Do you want me to talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went up to Berks County. And... let me see. Yeah, I went up there on Friday. I went to the park, and I was trying to make some extra cash to get on the bus, and so I went through the park, and had a pad with me, paper and pad.
Had a what?
Had a paper and pad.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, paper and pad. And saw a couple, I scoped out the people in the park, and I kind of sat down, and I was there were some babies and a carriage, and mothers, right across from the area with the, the pool area, the place with the, so I just started drawing the baby carriage, and then she sat there for a while, and then she moved the baby carriage, and I kind of ripped that up, and went around to another area. Said I need a pencil, I needed a sharpener, but I didn't have enough money, and so I went over to these bike messengers and asked, there was a cute bike messenger girl, and I asked her if she wanted her picture drawn. She said no. She said she would give me a cup of coffee, so she gave me the rest of her coffee, and then I think she gave me 50 cents, I'm not sure. And so I asked her, where can I get, a sharpener and stuff. And she's like, oh, there's a place a block away, across the street, hardware store. So I went past there and went in the hardware store, and got my sharpener.
Get your what?
Got my sharpener.
Oh yeah?
And I said, I'm not sure what sharpener to get. Do you have any sharpeners? He's like, we only have one sharpener. And he's like, do you know if it'll work for the pencil? And he's like, you're the artist, you should know. And then he's like, and he was looking at my baby carrot picture, and he's like, I have to tell you, you really should draw around. Are you an artist? And I'm like, yeah. Well, this is a really good area for artists to draw. There's one, I think you can go outside and you can draw the building across the street, or you can go anywhere around here. And he's like, let me see your drawing. Let me see what you got here. Oh, I see the problem. And you want to know the problem? I'm like, I know what the problem is. And he's like, no, let me show you. And I'm like, no, I know, it sucks. And he's like, no, it's not that. It doesn't, no, it's not that, it sucks. And he's like, it's because you only used one part of the piece of paper. You only drew right in the middle. You have to draw all around the outside. It's like, draw everything. I'm like, I know. I went to art school for 5 years or 6 years. It's like, I know all about that. So then I left. Hello? Yeah. Then I said, I'll see you later. And I went up the street, and I used a pencil, and it broke in half. The pencil sharpener didn't work, so I used a pen. I used the marker long enough to draw these two guys sitting on the corner watching girls and stuff. And then this lady came along from Temple, and she's like, I'm going to be inheriting a large sum of money, but right now I'm living with my friend. And I was wondering, is $650 too much to ask for a portrait?
You serious?
Yeah. And I'm like, no, it's pretty good. What's your story? either way, I can't allow you to have the portrait until you pay me all the money. And I'm like, I could probably get, you know, the paints cost a lot. And she's like, I know, I want it done in oils. So, she gave me your information. I think I still have it, but I'm not sure. Some guy, Taka or someone, I'm not sure. And, she says she's going to be inheriting a large sum of land. And then she was like, she's like, do you want to, I can show you what I need. The problem is I'm not getting the money until January. I'm not getting my refund from the school. And I'm getting about $1,300, and then I'm getting like $6,000 later on or something. And she says, can I take you to the museum to show you exactly what I need done on this picture, like the size of the picture and like what colors and everything. I'm like, okay. So then I went up, and I went up the street and I went to the bus station, and I sat around the bus station. I figured, okay, I can work up there. And while I was waiting for the bus, I can see if I can draw a couple people. And went up to the lady. I'm like, I saw this lady sitting over on the left, and she looked like she was going to take the Beaver bus up to Berks County because she had that look, like this farmland look or something. I said, like, are you waiting for the Beaver? And she said, what do you think I'm waiting here for? My fucking health? You hear?
Yeah, I'm good.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then so I left, and I cursed her the whole time. And I had my little doggy clock out for my security job. I put it on the ground, right in front, like between the bus stop area and the Schuylkill River drop off. And like I just sat there, and then someone walked by and knocked it over, and
Howard,
what?
Keep talking. I'm gonna go adjust the sound, okay?
Okay.
You just keep talking now. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry about it. Just someone on the other line. Just keep talking.
Okay.
It's okay. Just keep talking.
All right.
Okay, actually, hold on. We gotta get off the phone. It's Max, okay? Okay, Howard?
Yeah?
I gotta flash over because it's Max, okay?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, I'll call you back, okay?
Okay, bye.
Hello? 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 Okay. Yeah.
Was that a boring voice?
No, that's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Should I embellish it or anything?
No. Don't embellish it.
Alright.
Okay. Alright.
Maybe if you ask him some questions.
Alright, well, okay, you're at the bus station.
Turn me off, yeah.
At the bus station.
I mean, it's hard to ask questions like when you know it's being recorded, but pretend it's not being recorded.
No, so was the bus station the last place you were in Berks County?
No, you know where it was. There's a bus station in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
Street station.
Okay, yes, the one here, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is at the end or the beginning? When you got here?
Yeah, it was before I left.
Before you left?
Yeah, it was Halloween Day.
Okay.
It was 31st. And I just lost my job.
Yeah.
So, searching for work, and this lady gave me her number. And I was at the bus station, and finally got on the bus, and it cost $17, so I really didn't have enough. I didn't really have any money after that. I had like $3 left, $17 for the ticket to Kutztown. Mary said, pick me up at Kutztown. I'll pick you up at Kutztown. I'm like, all right. And my ex-girlfriend was going to pick me up with Paul at the same place at the Uptown, but Mary said, if I'm not there, then maybe someone else can pick you up. But my girlfriend didn't show up. So I waited at the Uptown, and then I called her sometime, and she said, I'm not going to be able to make it to the Uptown. Better off meeting me down at Shorty's. Shorty's is the bar in downtown Kutztown.
Yeah.
It's like a couple blocks. It's like 4 blocks away, 3 blocks away. It's like 3/4 of the way through the town. And it's like Shorty's used to be a block away from there at a place that became Venue, which was lasted for a year, which was an art. It was pretty much like an art co-op.
Yeah.
College students put together. And she moved down here. Her name was, I forget, Mary Jo. She did a light bulb thing. I think an exhibit called Light Bulb for the Fringe Festival. And then she did it for 1 year, and that was it. And she left. And then so the Venue place used to be before that it was a bar. It was called Shorty's, and that was there for like since 1970. And then before that, like at least 30 years before that or something, it was a mortuary.
It was a what?
It was like an embalming center.
Oh, an embalming center.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they had bodies stored down there. So, but apparently all the Venue people scared all the spirits out there, or at least the jocks from the bar or whatever. So it was called Shorty's because it was like it had very low ceilings and it was in the basement and stuff. And anyway. And they had really shitty art. And then so I did a couple light shows down at Venue, which were like one with a cat, and I had a cat chasing around this thing, this flashlight, plus that I was exhibiting the cat as like some kind of like freak show thing or something. I don't know what the hell I was doing. The cat was moving around, and I did a couple light shows with like a turntable, of course, and like a light, like a flashlight on the turntable, and it would move around and wobble around and stuff, and like along with music, so it was like sound light show or something. I think it was fucking cool. And then did some story with it about like lunar cycle or I don't know, or satellite or something off of like one of my songs or something.
Yeah.
And then anyway. So that was the old Shorty's. New Shorty's, I went down to the new Shorty's, so I'll meet you there. And so I went there, and I had all my stuff with me. I had my bum jacket on, which I just found had a hole in it, so it kept dropping quarters out the whole time. Like, and that's why it was a bum jacket.
That's why what?
That's why it was a bum jacket, and it was too warm to wear the jacket. Plus, I looked like some kind of vagrant, and had like what the hell is that? What the hell is that noise? It's a noise. What is that?
It's Bill and Hilly.
No. And like hair was going through my face and stuff. And I was down there and I was waiting for Mary and I was down there and I was still doing this thing where I would take people's, ask for pictures and stuff. To draw pictures, and I said I was only drawing them for a quarter. And, I was losing the quarters anyway from my pocket and stuff. So I didn't do that. I think I developed a hole later when I was in the tent or something at Hawk Mountain. And there was these 2 girls sitting at a table, and they were all alone. And I went up to them and was like, I gotta draw these girls. And there was like 6 other guys sitting next to them, and they were like looking over at me. And there was like a couple, like most of the place was like hovered over by like 5 or 6 workers, like waiters and waitresses and a bartender. And they were all like looking around at me and stuff. And I had a pad and I said, here's my drawings. And I'm like, you don't mind if I draw you? And they're like, sure, okay. And I'm like, it costs 50 cents. And I'm like, I don't know if I need you. And like, it'll only take a second. And like, so I said, and I was like, put your arms to your side. And like, and you were like, you should put them up. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, so I was always trying to do this like abusive thing or something. And like the other girl, I was like, I think I.
Hey, hold on, Howard. Someone's on the line. Let's switch over real fast.
Oh.
Hold on.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Still you?
Yeah?
Let me try one more time.
Okay, ready? Yep.
Still you?
Right?
Still you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. No one's on the line.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And then I was like, and there was the other girl at the table. I'm like, well, maybe I should put you in there too. It'll be a composition. It's better for the composition or whatever. She's like, alright. And like, and so I said, you know what, and he was like, no, I'm not gonna draw you in there, forget it. And so I drew the girl that was across from me, and like, and I tore it out, did another one, and started tearing at the paper and stuff, and then little embellishments and stuff, like little lines off to the side, and like, kind of, and explaining the whole time how like art is the style and everything is a bunch of bullshit, and like everything's a stylistic thing to help you, make it look like you're an artist. And I was like, oh, more now, you know. And I was like, and then there was like the pizza came, and I'm like, oh, can I have a slice of pizza? And they're like, all right. And then the waitress came up to me, and she's like, are you bothering these girls? And like, they're trying to sit alone. No means no. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm just sitting with these girls in a bar. I'm like, I'm drawing their picture. Is that wrong? I'm like, is this a bar or what? Is it Halloween? And they're like, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to leave. I'm gonna call the bouncer. And so I was like, first they told me to leave the table, so I left the table, and then like the bouncer came over to me. I was like sitting alone, and he's like, excuse me, sir, but I can't allow you to stay in here. And so I said, whatever, buddy, fuck you. And I said, I don't want to be in this stupid bar anyway. I was wait outside for my friend. I was just waiting for my friend anyway. So I left, and that was the first time I was kicked out of Shorty. And so I waited outside, and I went over to the pizza shop, and I called her and I said, does anyone have a cell phone? And no one had a cell phone, so I had to go over to this other place, cat corner to that, behind Shorty's, like in the parking lot. There was like this place called some kind of bookstore or something. I forget, Feed and Beat it's called. It's got a little plant coming out of the guy's head. It's like a book below him or something, and it's like a neon sign. It's got like a Coke and Pepsi thing in front of it or something. Which I did a recording off of. Like I hit it, and this was that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That was just me going. And I went inside. And I'm not a bum. I just gotta use your phone. It's like, do I look like a bum? Because you looked at me kind of funny. And they're like, no. We're open for another 2 hours. And I'm like, you can use the phone. You're not a bum. I'm like, okay. So I said, what do I dial online? So anyway, this is like real time, so I'm gonna speed up.
It doesn't matter. Okay. It's okay. Whatever. Keep it on. So.
Yeah. And so this could take all week.
We'll keep on.
And so I used to go blah 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 blah, and then so I explained the story and stuff. I don't want to get into it anyway. So she said, well, anyway, meet me. Try to go above Shorty's. They're not affiliated. Go to the pub, at Golden Avalanche, it's called. It's like a beer, like Golden Beer or something. That's a brewery. They have their own brewery and stuff with 6 canisters, giant canisters.
Yeah.
Whatever. And anyway. So I went up there. I'm like, well, I can hide out there, but it's too bright. I think we should hide out at K-Town across the street. K-Town for Kutztown. And it's like an older place. But she's like, no, it's got a bunch of jocks there. I'm like, you're right. I'll go across the street. So I went over to the Golden Avalanche. I went inside, and I got my bum jacket on, and I got my mining lantern on. And I had my mining lantern on the entire time. And I took my mining lantern on. I'm just waiting here for somebody. You mind if I sit on the couch? She's like, no, don't worry about it. And I went up to say, I can really use a beer. Can I drink the beer on the couch? Yeah. So I went up and said, how much is beer? Because I had to scrounge for change, because I only had 75 cents or something.